Humanity without stories is humanity without identity. And just like Agatha Christie's Missing 11 Days or Aesop's Birthplace, just like an empty page or 4 minutes 33 seconds of silence, someone will fill it. Someone will cry wolf. Someone will pick up a pen and make stuff up. And those who want to take us backwards are good at telling tales. And since I started with a story, let me end with one for all those leaders out there, full of good intentions, facts and statistics, but with no fable to tell, who think a story can be stitched together from talking points that please their focus group. That isn't how stories work. The stories that stand up to scrutiny and time are small and lively, funny, pithy, brave, prickly things with strong bones, good musculature, and a tough hide. They start with the truth. They are not built from the outside in. They do not wear discarded fleeces. A miller and his son were driving a donkey to town to sell him. They came across a group of women round a well, chatting and making mischief. "Oh, look at that," said one. "Did you ever see men trudging along on foot when they can ride?" The miller heard this and, a bit embarrassed, lifted his son up to the donkey, walking alongside. A little further down, they came up to a group of old men, playing pettia and arguing about politics. "There you go," said a heavy-set man with the face of a badger. "What was I just saying? The young have no respect. Look at that lazy lout, riding like a princess while his father has to walk. Get down, you scoundrel, and give your old man a rest." Red-faced, the lad dismounted at once and helped his beloved papa up. Well, they didn't get too far before they met a group of teens coming from the opposite direction. "What a selfish miser," several jeered at once. "How can you sit up there while that poor tyke can hardly keep up? There's more than enough room on that beast." The mortified miller immediately pulled up his son, who sat behind him. They had almost reached the bridge to the town keep. "Excuse me, mate," said a guard. "Is that donkey yours?" Yes, why?" replied the miller. "Oh, I just didn't think so, the way you're trying to kill him." "Look at him! Each eye's trying to see the other. The two of you would struggle less to carry that poor fella than the other way around." "Anything for an easy life," said the miller. "We'll give it a go. It's only a few feet to the gates." So they both got off and fashioned a contraption by tying his 4 legs together and putting a long pole through. Much to the amusement of the guard, they started to amble across the bridge with the beast on their shoulders like a boar from a hunt. Well, this spectacle brought quite the crowd of people to the other side of the bridge, laughing, shouting jokes, mock encouragement, until the donkey, spooked by the commotion, but also its pendulous predicament, panicked and started to struggle, half breaking free. The men lost their balance, and off the heavy grey beast went, over the side and into the river with a heavy grey plop. The miller, as ashamed as he was annoyed, just rotated on his heels and started walking back home, growling under his breath. "Do you see, boy? By trying to please everybody, I pleased precisely nobody, lost the donkey, and made an ass of myself in the bargain." No animals were harmed during this episode, although the pride of some may have been a little dented. Even the donkey made it safely to shore and lives in a sanctuary near Sunio under the assumed name Adonis.